What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another new video. Today's release day for two sets for Upper Deck. Firstly, the Signature Editions Legends. That's a 2020-2021 product, very last one. Now the cup's out. We finally got this one out today. And also out today is 21-22 Allure Hockey. So we'll be opening that one up in another video shortly here. First and foremost, you may notice that this box is already open. And yeah, the reason being is I filmed the intro for this box, and right near the end of the intro, my recording software crashed. I didn't realize till after I was done everything. I was like, I just restarted it, started recording again, that afterwards I realized afterwards that it had nuked all the video for the intro. So unfortunately I had to refilm this after, so it is what it is. You'll notice at some point here when I make a jump cut to a sealed box, all of a sudden that's what it is. So anyway, Signature Legends, yeah, it's 20, like I said, this is the final 2021 set. Now the cup came out a couple weeks ago. They finally got this last one out. Been about wait for this one. These are on-card autos, and it seems like during the COVID period, any on-card auto just took Upper Deck years to get them done. Yeah, a bit late, but we finally got it here. I think for a lot of people that probably fell off their radar a little bit. Like, it's one of those sets that, for one, it's not a new set, but like a rehash set, one that people probably don't, isn't as familiar to people. So they probably saw the announcement for this way back in like 2019 or wherever it was, and haven't heard about it since, or probably forgot about it. So it may come as a bit of a surprise to some people, but for those of us that are fairly big in the hobby, been waiting for this one for quite a while. On card autos, which is awesome, and also the legends, the ones in here that are actual legends, are pretty huge, right? So the first and foremost, the ceiling on this is pretty crazy high. The floor, unfortunately, is pretty low actually, considering the name of the product. This was $279.95 at the local card shop, which is pretty good because the pre-order prices were like $270, $289 everywhere I saw. So to see the product come out and be the same price is pretty cool. It doesn't happen a lot these days, so awesome. So anyway, like I said, checklist, it's interesting. It's good and bad, right? Like the ceiling is crazy high because you've got like Gretzky autos, you've got Gordie Howe autos, you've got your Eisman autos, all those Lemieux autos, right? But unfortunately, it's a big base set. It's like a 450 card base set. In order to get the base set that big, they had to really stretch the term legend. So realistically, it probably should have been called SP Signature Edition Alumni, and probably should have been about $50 cheaper. So based on what I'm seeing people pull and stuff, like most of these boxes are a little bit rough, but the ceiling is definitely there. There's definitely the potential there. And aside from that, it's a pretty cool set. So here's the rest of the video on SP Legends. 451 card base set that's made up of 300 common cards and 50 short prints. So the short prints are 1 in 3 packs. Also come in gold foil base parallel. So the breakdown, like I said, base is 1 to 300. The gold foil parallel version of those is 1 in 21. Then you get 1 in 3 chance of the short prints, which are numbered 301 to 350, and you get a gold foil version of those, which are 1 in 42. The gold foil version have facsimile autos on them, so it's like they took the autograph and it's printed on the card. It's not a real autograph, so they kind of bait and switch you there. There's also base gold spectrum foils, which are 1 in 75, and a gold spectrum foil 1 in 250. So for the inserts, Future Watch in here, like you would get in SPA, only this is all-time Future Watch. As far as I'm aware, those look like they're facsimile autos as well. Not, I don't know if there's actually an auto sign, real autograph version of that or not, but there is also a numbered 199 Gordie Howe, so that's the all-time Future Watch mystery bonus. Depends on if it's signed. If it's signed, it'd be almost damn near a product hit for sure. As far as the inserts go, quite a few is behind the boards, which are 1 in 60. Those are former players who are now coaches. There's Evolve, which are 1 in 9. You'll see a couple of those in here. Those are 3 different points in the player's career. So like original team, middle of their career team, and final team, assuming they were on 3 different teams. It may just be, for all I know, if it was a player that played on this team his whole career, just 3 different pictures of him. And so find out. And then there's die cut designs. They're the Decagons. Decagon sounds like a transformer. 1 in 36 packs. Those are top players from the past decades, and dominant digits are 1 in 6. Those are retired stars celebrating their jersey numbers. There's also UD Canvas Legends. Everybody loves Canvas cards, or so they say. There's also auto versions of those, and Life. So they're 1 in 5. Life After Hockey are 1 in 30. Most inserts also have those gold parallel versions, gold foil parallel versions, so you can look for those. Usually limited to the 2-digit or 3-digit retirement year of the player in question for those ones. So for the autographs, which are the big draw here, all on card, like I said, there's a 97 legendary signatures, look like it's like a throwback to a 1997 card. Those are 1 in 43. Then you get the Century Legend signatures, which are 1 in 100 for a single player, and also multi-sign, so you get a pretty cool 2 or 3 or 4, I think up to 4 card or 4 player sign cards. Those would be pretty sick, but pretty hard to hit. And basically all the inserts have signed versions, so there's like a signed version of the Evolve card as well. Pretty much if it's an insert, there's a signed version of it. You can almost see like on the inserts, there's a spot on every single one where a signature would go. There's bounties in here, the profiles cards. There's also parallels of those profile cards, black, I think, or whatever, including 1 of 1 signed profiles version. So there's the Gretzky 1 of 1 signed black profiles. So pretty flipping hard to hit those. So yeah, so the box breakdown, you're gonna get 2 autographs, 1 rare hit card, 3 base gold foil parallels, 4 UD Canvas Legends inserts, 3 dominant digits inserts, 3 additional inserts, which are either behind the boards, Evolve, and or Life After Hockey, and 1 profiles UD bounty card. So I've seen you can get 2 bounty cards though. That may be considered a rare hit if you get 2, hopefully not, because I'm not gonna be going for the bounty. So yeah, like I said, checklist is pretty crazy, and also like good and bad crazy. Crazy good in that, there's some unbelievable names in here, especially the tier 2 guys, and then there's unbelievably bad to have legends put on the name of some some of these guys, but we'll see how it goes. Like I said, with my luck, I'm going to pull a 30-cent Brent Ashton auto, but I mean, even if I did, at least there's a personal connection to Brent Ashton. So he's a nice guy. I met him in real life. Worked with his son for quite a while. Goofy kid. Not the one that played hockey. He has 2 sons. One played hockey, one didn't. I worked with one who didn't play hockey because the one who was playing hockey was, playing hockey. So the fact that I'm a dinosaur means that I remember a lot of these guys. Any pack with Wayne on it's a win in my books. There's Wayne for you. Pack odds there. I like a ton of different inserts in here. It's actually a reasonably simple set. Nothing too crazy. So interesting set for me. I'm a dinosaur, and a lot of these guys I remember playing. Obviously not all of them. Gretzky played in my lifetime. Some of these guys. For sure we'll pull some of these guys who were before me, but all right. So there's your base card. Larry Patey. So Larry Patey, not a guy I recognize, even though I know my hockey knowledge is pretty well. So it just shows you that they're not all super awesome legends. Bruce McGregor. The back there. David Shaw. Bill Barber. So this is our gold foil. So it'll be one of the lower numbered ones. So yeah, it's just like a tier 1, not a short print. And there you see it's a facsimile auto, so not a real autograph. So they try to trick people with that. It's like an MVP auto. That's what we'll call it. We'll refer to it as the MVP auto. Ryan Lawton, the North Stars. Love those old North Stars jerseys. There, Paul Bissonnette. So like I said, legend off the ice perhaps, on the ice not so much. Career goals 7, 15 assists. So 6 NHL seasons, 22 points. Love the guy, but legend he is. On ice legend he is not. Brad Richards, Tampa Bay, and all right. So here we got our dominant digits. Bernie Prawn, number 1. Love the net miners for sure. So there you go. So just a kind of cool insert. Nothing too crazy, but Bernie Prawn for sure a legend, especially as far as goalies go. At least it seems like a lot of the inserts that are like special players are legends. So Henri Richard. Got John Davidson. Might have been a general manager, right? It's like St. Louis's GM for a while. TV personality. He might actually be back in managing. Nelson Emerson. And behind that, there's Adam Graves. Numbers there. So another MVP autograph of Adam Graves. So, I mean, some of these guys, because you get versions of these in the entire base set, won't be legends, but it seems like the rest of the inserts, at least, are actual legends. Quality-wise, seems okay. Corners seem okay. Eddie Beers. Matthew Dandino. Barrett Jackman. Billy R. Love me some Bill Ranford. I mean, the Oilers I remember growing up. Bill Ranford for sure. And then another dominant digits, Mike Gardner. There he is on the Capitals there. Could have had him on the Rangers as well, but picked him on the Caps. Cool looking card. And then Eddie Beers, yeah. So yeah, for the most part, the quality's pretty good. I don't see any like super rough edges or anything. Corners seem fine. Seems like Upper Deck's got their quality control under control in the last few sets. Sean McKenna. Yeah, it just seems like when you've got such a huge base set to fill out, not everybody's going to be a winner. So we got a canvas card here. Jacques Vallette. Jim Vandermeer, right on. So there you go. So a Yari Curry. Well, I mean, definitely a legend there. Regular canvas legends insert, not autographed. You can't get these signed, of course. Oilers legend, Yari Curry. Kind of interesting to see him in a Kings jersey. Pretty good 92-93. 27 goals, 60 assists. I mean, he was still good. It's not like he fell off after he went to the Kings, but don't like seeing Yari Curry in anything but an Oilers jersey. Kings fans may not agree with me. Such is life. Let's see, there's Alex Burrows. Alex Burrows is far from a legend. He hasn't even been out of the league long enough. Anyway, Mark Orecki. Not necessarily a legend, but definitely a well-known vet. Patrice Brisebois. And Bill Berg. All right, then. All right, next we got, this is an interesting looking card. What the heck is this? This is one of the Life After Hockeys. So there you go. So Life After Hockey of TJ Gallardi. Oh, an advocate for plant-based diets. 7-year NHL veteran Gallardi is a co-founder of Outcast Foods, a company aiming to... Oh, I see. Okay, so it gives you a little blurb of what the hell they're doing now that hockey ended. So good for him. Kind of interesting looking card there. I just assumed at this point every hockey player either started a podcast or went into broadcasting. There was no in between. But anyway, there's Guillaume Latendresse. Esa Tikkanen. Okay, now we're talking. That's a legend for sure. Turk Broda. Black and white. That's pretty cool. Ryan Engblom. I love those old buckets were amazing. Those UFO buckets. And we got another Legends canvas of Wade Redden. Ottawa Senators legend Redden for sure. So maybe not so much of a legend on the Leafs, but on the Senators for sure. Well, I assume we got hit an auto here pretty soon. Just kind of picking packs willy-nilly here, but Baron Defoe right on. Jeremy Roenick, Big JR there on the Kachina jersey for the Arizona. I guess that was back when they were Phoenix. So that's the Phoenix Coyotes. They weren't in Arizona yet. And then we got Vernon Fiddler. Nice, Vernon Fiddler is usually called him. We got one of these Decagon cards. So it's Mikey Medano. Okay, that's a cool card. Mike Medano is one of my favorite players growing up. And there's Scott Hannon. 2000s Decagon. Shark Scott Hannon there. The die cut Decagon. Kind of reminds me of, there's a, Topps has a card in like Gypsy Queen. The Gypsy Queen, I don't know my baseball that well, but they have a die cut that's very similar to this. Looks like a diamond on a thing. So anyway, there you go. So the die cuts look like. Not a huge fan of die cuts, but all right, we'll finish one of the stacks here. Claude Loisel. Got Nick Schultz. The Wild. Kerry Wilson. Got a Rod Langway on the caps. Look at that mustache. Mustache game on point. And what is this now? Oh, here's one of these Evolve cards. Ooh, Mario Lemieux Evolve. All right, well, there's worse guys you can get. Speaking of legends, top 2 for sure. Most people's books. I mean, legends. So there he was. So yeah, in this case, again, Lemieux never got traded. So Ricky Lemieux, midlife review. Love the Jova helmet, so good. And then last season Lemieux there, 7, right? That's right. First time he retired. I always forget Lemieux retired twice and came back. So yeah, after his cancer or whatever it was. So there you go. First Evolve card. Should get another one of those. I like sets like this. Really good for testing my hockey knowledge. It's good. Greg Gilbert. I was thinking my hockey knowledge is pretty good. Tim Horton, the one and only. Little did he know what he would spawn. Donuts and bad coffee. Keith Acton. Nick Lindstrom. There's a legend for sure. And all right, another Utica canvas. It's the legend of Randy Wood. So it seems like on the canvases you get like one season. So maybe their best season. I'm not actually exactly sure. I have to look that up. But all right, delayed gratification on our auto here. Stuart Gavin. The North Stars. Love those jerseys so much. Ole the goalie, throwback Caps jerseys from like the early 2000s. Cool. That's right. He did play 1 year. 1 year in Tampa Bay. Andy Bathgate card. That's an old timer right there. Yeah, started 52 to 71. God, guys had long careers back in the day. Super long. And we got Guy Lapointe. And another dominant digits here. Terry O'Reilly. The Big Brad Bruins, right? 24 there, Terry O'Reilly. So we're either inadvertently saving our autos for last or we don't have any in here. Yeah, we'll see. Maybe I was wrong about the quality control. Let's see. It's Mike Zook, Jerry Meehan, Joey Kocher. Right on, Joey Kocher. Kocher. I can't remember. I feel bummed that I can't remember. I think this is Kocher. Anyway, Mike Zook, Vesta Toskala. It's funny that you like the best thing about that was Chris Phillips on the canvas there. The Senator is great. Like Toskala, like in the league a long time and just like wasn't there anymore. And like you forget about him that he played. And I was just like, oh yeah, that's right. I remember. Like all comes flooding back that you remember him playing. And just hadn't thought of Toskala in years. What makes these sets fun? Here. Well, the profiles. Okay, so we got our first bounty card there. So Blaine Stoughton, Hartford Whalers. Such a good jersey. Love that. Love it when Carolina wears those jerseys. There's Eric Lindros, Steve Larmer, Randy McKay on the Devils, and all right, so our first profiles of Stevie Y. Bounty card there. Stevie Y, probably not going for the bounty, but give that code to someone who is. All right, so this is our last card in the middle stack, and we still don't have it. I have a feeling this one might be it. Might be an auto in this one. So Jeff Daniels, Phil Esposito, gold foil. I don't think it's an auto, but Brent Gilchrist. Nice. Daniel Girardi and Terry Crisp. All right, so our first auto on the gold foil here. Terry Crisp. That's a pretty cool one. So one of the Philadelphia Flyers for sure. Terry Crisp, longtime management and just retired from his broadcasting career there. So that's a pretty cool one. Nice auto. Nice and crisp, pun intended. So just a base auto, but that's pretty cool and we'll take it. So, all right, well, I mean, confident that makes me feel like the next one might be a decent one. Always wondered if Upper Deck really goes through that kind of thing with their, how they insert their autos and stuff. Mario Marois, Rob Brindamore, Brindlove, Mark Bell, Teemu Solani, and then we got Patrick Waugh in profiles there. So we did get two of the bounty cards. So that's probably our other rare hit, I guess you'd say, is a bounty card. Collation was the word I was looking for. In their collation, if like they try and put like a good auto with a bad auto, but then you always see crazy hot boxes that have like crazy good cards in them. So I don't think there's any rhyme or reason to their collation. They just throw cards in willy-nilly. Ed Van Imp, Kyle Wellwood, Dallas Smith. I sort of chuckle with some of these guys because like as soon as I see someone who's not a legend, like Kyle Wellwood, like Terry Sawchuk, legend for sure. One of the all-time great goaltenders. What a career. Crazy. Played forever. Kyle Wellwood, nah. So another Evolve of Burrows. Starting the Canucks, middle of the Canucks, and on the middle of the career Canucks, and on the Senators there. So our second Evolve card. So we should have another one of these coming, I think. Maybe not. We'll see. So 2 packs left. Auto is in one of these. And it may just be another foil auto. Laurie Boschman. It's got Harold Snepst. Brian Holzinger. Andre Saint-Laurent. And okay, so Rick Kehoe, Facsimile auto gold foil. The regular base guys there. Nothing too crazy. MVP auto, as we've been calling it. All right, last pack. So fingers crossed the auto's in here, or we got shafted. You know, wouldn't put it past Upper Deck ever. So Saku Koivu, Robert Picard, Fader Tutin, Paul Coffey, Penguins. So we got a canvas. It should be an autograph. If it's going to be an autograph, there we go. So Murray Craven, canvas autograph. All right. So swing and a miss on this box for our autographs. Nothing too special there. Love the fact that it's a Whaler. That's awesome for sure. But yeah. Again, nice crisp auto. Looks good. Could be worse, but yeah, as far as the legends go, definitely didn't hit it out of the park on this one. All right. So yeah, basic inserts are nice. I mean, it's 2 bounties if that's your thing. Cool. Nothing special on the die cut. I like these ones. The dominant digits are pretty cool. And there's some nice names on there. So canvas, again, canvas just kind of reminds me of Series 1, 2. So really nothing special there. So it's a cool card. Seeing like what they're doing after is kind of neat. It's kind of neat factoid to have. So dominant numbers, like I said, one of my favorite ones. The evolved ones are kind of cool. You said Mario, but not numbered or anything like that. It's just basic inserts. So, and these facsimile autos I always find a little bit goofy, but kind of a neat insert nonetheless. Of course, our two autos. So swing and a miss on those. Two pretty much basic. I think the canvases and the gold foil ones are like the 2 standard autos. So, and 2 players that are kind of nothing special. Neat nonetheless. So there you go. So, I mean, not every box is going to be a smash hit out of the park for sure. But as far as the product goes, fun product for sure. If you have any sort of like nostalgia or anything, you've watched the game for a long time, get a kick out opening packs with players like that, right? So that's sort of worth the price of admission. So, and at $280, the ceiling's pretty high. Like everything these days, it should probably be about $50 cheaper. Like it should be like a $200 Canadian set, but is what it is. So quality's on point at least. Fun open for sure, and if you pull some nice cards, at least it's all on card, which I like. It's better than you're not spending $1,400 in hitting sticker autos like certain products. So for Allure, that video will be coming up hopefully fairly soon, depending on when I can get it opened and edited. If you like this content, you like seeing these reviews, for sure, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, do them pretty much. Try and get every release I possibly can that's affordable, that I actually can afford to do. This stuff adds up after all, right? So the cup wasn't in my book, wasn't really in the cards this year. If it was priced appropriately, maybe. But anyway, so there you go. Thanks for watching this one. I hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next one.